Hello everyone, what's going on? And welcome back to our My Player Career Mode. Thank you as always for all of your incredible support. I appreciate each and every one of you who continue to support me, and I hope that you're all doing fantastic and having an awesome day. It's been a while since the previous episode. If you follow the community section of the channel, you know why. I've had a lot going on with university and things away from YouTube, but we're back today for a brand new episode. But let's quickly take a look at what happened last time and then have a look what we have in store for today's video. So we started the previous episode with a 2-2 draw against Sassuolo. We then had a couple of international friendlies with England, which we did not play. We simmed them. And then we took on Cremonese in a 4-1 victory before our first leg quarter-final of the Champions League against Chelsea at home, in which it was a poor game, but they got 2 goals and won it by 2-0. So we have to try and overturn that today as we go to Stamford Bridge. Alongside that, what a game we've got to start with. Milan away at the San Siro and Inter to come as well today. The reason I highlight this Milan game is because, let's look at the table. If we beat them, we go top. So it's in our hands here. We need a big performance to start the episode. We need to win this to go to 69 points. Milan will be on 68, and that would put us top with only 6 Serie A matches to go. With that being said, let's get into today's episode. If you go on to enjoy it, then drop a like. 500 likes would be absolutely amazing. If you're new around here, like what you see, hit that subscribe button as well. Activate the notification bell to make sure you don't miss an upload. Sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode. And here we are then for the first game of the day at the San Siro up against Milan. We know what rests upon this result. Victory for Juve will put them top by a point. Milan could open up the gap further with a victory themselves. A draw would keep everything as it is. The two teams on your screen. Skriniar, the captain of Milan. They've got a very good squad, to be fair, and you can see why they are taking this title race right down to the wire. We're looking to try and make it us with the advantage here. Traore trying to spread the ball out wide. We've intercepted. Now playing Zakaria. Enzo Fernandez back the way of Hermoso. And both teams know what is at stake here. The title implications that this result will have. It is a crucial game. And I wonder, is that going to play its part in making both teams play quite tensely, quite nervously? That's lovely as we get a shot away early on. And De Gea, it was a simple enough save for him, but it is a shot on target for Juve. There's a question to be said. I probably should have looked to pass, but I just thought, you know what? Space opened up. Let's go for it. Let's try. See if we could find the back of the net. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the shot right. Here is Daniel Marlon for Milan. As you can sense the tenseness, because there's mistakes from both sides that you wouldn't really attribute with either team. So I just wonder if the occasion is getting to both teams. Juventus have been the slightly better of the two sides. We have seen just one single shot, though. That shot that we had, which De Gea was able to easily catch as the ball forward is cut out by Tonali, and now Traore finding Velasco. Velasco in the centre of the pitch. He's got an option to try and run to the left-hand side, which he does. An opportunity to put a cross in. He finds Evanilson! Milan lead! 36 minutes in, and that is the goal. One shot apiece. Milan take it. Evanilson, nobody closes him down. Nobody stands tight on him when marking. It was brilliant work by Velasco to spread the play to the left-hand side as he dribbles into that space. But then he's allowed to cut back by Aaron Hickey, you can see here. And then Evanilson, 1, 2, 3, 4 Juventus players around him. Nobody marks him. One touch, finish. Juve with it all to do. Velasco, lovely ball. Kasunu controlling. That was the moment to try and win it. We didn't. And now Florentino finding Velasco. Velasco, quick 1-2. Jurrien Timber vitally gets a foot to stop the ball from going through. But if anybody's going to score the next goal, it's looking likely that it's Milan. We just cannot seem to A, defend, and then B, keep the ball for more than 3 or 4 passes. Again, Jurrien Timber with a massive interception for us. Tonali delays the pass, takes too long. We're on to ultra-attacking. Here is De Jong finding Dest. Dest to Vlahovic. Vlahovic has got the run down the left-hand side. Here it is. Oh, Federico Chiesa. We're inside the area. Chiesa pulls it back to Dest. And the shot is blocked behind by Gvardiol. Zakaria. Great ball. Will we get there? We do. Chiesa, Vlahovic, De Jong finding Enzo Fernandez. Oh, De Gea. It's a big save. It's a big save. As we are substituted, and fair enough. I mean, I will say, again, in terms of what Juventus have done here, aside from my one shot in the first half, we've seen then Dest's 2 shot was blocked by Gvardiol. It's gone wide, and that one there from Enzo Fernandez. So we've not created it anywhere near enough. De Jong's corner as Gaia gets a touch, and now it's away by Milan. Hickey with a touch forwards. Aaron Hickey to try and create. He doesn't. He just passes it to Velasco. And now Traore gets to the ball first, and I don't know what the stoppage is for. It's for an injury here, which is not good news for Milan. And it's looking like, yep, well, the player is going to have to go off. I'm not sure who it is, but Milan will have to be forced into a change. It's Evan Nilsson, in fact. It's Evan Nilsson, and he is the man who's put them in front here. And without his goals, is that going to harm Milan's title chances? How long is he going to be injured for? Into the final minutes of the game. De Jong, Hermoso combining with passes. Now De Jong gets it back, but at the moment, there's no real ball forwards. Aaron Hickey, Velasco intercepts. Velasco has been brilliant for Milan today. Really, really good. And yes, Evan Nilsson got the goal, but Velasco for me has been the player of this game. He has been so composed and so calm when he's been on the ball, and of course created the goal for Evan Nilsson. But at full time, it is Milan 1, Juventus 0. The result that potentially sees Juventus out of the title race. Milan go 5 clear with 6 games to go. And before we leave Juventus at the end of this season, we were hoping for maybe a Serie A, the Coppa Nazionale, and potentially even a Champions League. But we might be out of 2 of those 3 in just this episode, because the Champions League against Chelsea, we need to overturn that 2-0 defeat we had in leg 1. And that's up next. And I know I spoke about Velasco in that last game and about how good he was against us. Well, look at his performance in Serie A. 16 goals in 32, alongside 9 assists. Evan Nilsson is not even in the top 25 goal scorers this season. He had a great year last year for Milan, but I don't know what's happened to him this season. But he's set to miss 3 months with the injury he picked up against us, as we are now set to go into game against Chelsea. And I am going to go ahead, actually, change around my boots for this and see if that can give me some inspiration for this game, because we need a big performance. And here we are then at Stamford Bridge for this important second leg. Slight problem for us as well is that you can see our players struggling for fitness. Chelsea, on the other hand, fully fit. So yeah, we'll see how that plays its part in this one. Vitinha starts in midfield. Pulisic, Nunez, and Fatu Isaku up as the front 3. 5 at the back from Chelsea. Mike Maignan, the captain. Castile's in goal as well. Preferred today to Velasco, who played against Milan in the previous fixture. Fernandez. Vlahovic, lovely. Vlahovic has found me, and we are in. Bearing down on Chelsea's goal. 1-0. That's a big goal. We had to find it, and we had to find it early, and early we have. 11 minutes in, Chelsea 0, Juve 1. And that is an important start to this game. I was just going to make comment to talk about the fact that Chelsea know the game plan. Keeper's quiet, and the job is done. It wasn't my best finish in the world, but in all honesty, how the ball goes in, I don't really care, provided that it goes in. And Chelsea now, all of a sudden, this is a different game. They would have been heading into this full of confidence, knowing a 2-0 advantage they had. They could just control the game. Well, now, that's halved, and all of a sudden momentum is with Juventus. Chelsea now are really playing as if they are nervous. They're not really sure how to prevent Juventus from creating chances. João Mario's ball will find me again. The shot coming through. And what a save by Mike Maignan. That is a heroic save from Chelsea's captain. That might just be the reason that this could be Chelsea through. We're still going to fight to the very end, of course, and try and find this second goal. But that is the type of save that wins you football matches. Sensational from Mike Maignan. Zakaria, Vlahovic has dropped deep. He finds Chiesa. That is brilliant. Enzo Fernandez. It is Chelsea 0, Juventus 2. And inside half an hour at Stamford Bridge, the comeback has been achieved. Juve needed 2. They've got 2. And how many would have expected it to have taken just 30 minutes of football? Wonderful by Federico Chiesa. Exceptional by Enzo Fernandez. And Juventus are charging forwards here as we are looking potentially at a brilliant Champions League comeback. There is still a job to do. All we've done here is draw level. We need to go on and win the tie. Chelsea corner. Pulisic, the short corner is on towards Vitinha. He finds him. Vitinha's ball in. Should be dealt with. It's not. Zagadou gets his head to the ball. It was a chance for Chelsea. And it's over the bar in the end. And Potter's frustrations continue. Chelsea change. Martinelli coming on. And the boss wants to go for this. Ultra attacking has been put on by the manager. Darwin Núñez, space, nobody closing him down. Núñez will shoot. Simple enough save for Casteels. Fatowu is the player who's gone off. Martinelli coming on for Chelsea. As I believe he scored a goal, or did he assist actually in the last game against us? Núñez gets another chance. The shot is blocked, it falls away. Pulisic! Oh my! How much fortune do you need? Well, Chelsea have just got a massive slice of it. Núñez's shot blocked, falls the way of Pulisic, and at his near post, Casteels is beaten. You can see his reaction. He's not happy. So too are Juventus. Change being made, but that goal means we need another now. Otherwise, we are heading out of the Champions League. And it'll have gone from jubilation, from getting the game back to 2-2 on the night, and on aggregate, in fact, to then potentially being knocked out anyway, as we are now trying to look for a chance. Who's in the box? To say we're on ultra attacking, we are so slow getting up to support the attack. Fernandes, too easy. It looked simple, the pass, and that is why Chelsea read it with ease. 15 minutes, we need a goal. That's an important interception, but it falls away of Chilwell. We've intercepted the next pass from Chelsea. There's still a lot of work to be done, though, to create. Now De Jong, Vlahovic to Schüller. Schüller, Vlahovic. No, the ball goes to me instead, as I'm trying to find the way and create some kind of space. Chilwell gets the touch. Why is it so congested and tight in the Chelsea box? There's just no space to be found. They're very much in defensive mode. Juve are on ultra attacking, of course, and are trying to find their way forwards. Vlahovic does now find me. I'm away from two, but it's not enough yet. The chip ball back in. Laporte away. Chances need to be found, and they need to be found now. Vlahovic across, Laporte away again. I can't believe this, but it looks like, my friends, we are going to fall short, as there's just a single minute added on, and I can't believe the way that we're going to be knocked out of the Champions League. Within the space of an episode, we're out of the Champions League. We're potentially out of the title race. The good news is the Copa Nacional. I mean, did you see my reaction right at the end there? Not happy in the slightest. Oh, man. Chelsea, by the skin of their teeth, advance to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And that is the last time we will feature for Juventus in the Champions League. Right, well, the last trophy we've got then, Copa Nacional. To show you the table as well, here is how it looks at the moment then. As you can see, Roma were able to pick up a draw, which means they do go into second. Milan, though, were beaten by Hellas Verona. The amount of times that we are done a favour by teams around us and then cannot actually do the job when we need to is rather annoying. But if we do win against Inter, we will go to 69 points, meaning we will be 2 points behind Milan again with 5 to play in terms of matches. But the game against them at the San Siro, that was the moment that we had to win. Then it would have been in our hands. Of course, that's not the case. Still to come today, we've got that Inter game, and then it's the Cup of the Coppa Italia second leg against Udinese. We currently hold a 4-0 lead in that one, so I probably won't play it. We'll sim it, and we should be into the final. And that, my friends, might just be our only trophy this year before we move on to our next challenge. I say if we win the game, we close the gap to Milan, but that game that I'm talking about is none other than Inter. So, not an easy game whatsoever. They are just behind us in 4th place, and will be feeling like they win this. Maybe there's a chance they could go into the title race. We'll see how this game plays out. The final match of the day, let's do this. Well, Dani Olmo here for Inter. He's already looking for a chance. Good interception by Hermoso. Now De Jong to take us forwards, finding Enzo Fernandez, playing Vlahovic. They play a 3 at the back, Inter, and this could come back to cost them. DeMarco hasn't got the speed at the moment to keep up with me, but I haven't really got a pass into the box as we now play Vlahovic. Vlahovic to Enzo Fernandez, back to Zakaria, to De Jong. Vlahovic should score. It should be Juve 1, Inter 0. It's not. Here is Enzo Fernandez. Juve looking lively. Vlahovic looking for the ball across. Schlotterbeck intercepts. I'm talking about the fact that Vlahovic has to score there. Well, I myself have been guilty of missing some incredible chances, so can't really say too much about the fact that Vlahovic wasn't able to give us the lead, but I can say it was a very positive sign seeing how well we created the chance, especially that we, you know, immediately looked to play forwards, and when we did, there was space to work with, and we were able to find the passes to create the moments. I don't know why I'm talking about that, because Matheus Cunha has already given into the lead. It's just the difference in finishing, isn't it? We had the shot, didn't take it. They have their first shot, take it. I don't know what... Sometimes this Juventus team, we've seen it so many times. It is bizarre how they play. One moment they're fantastic, the next you're scratching your head wondering what's happened. Chiesa, now De Jong. De Jong finding Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez plays me. We skip inside to the Inter penalty area, but there's still 2 or 3 players around us. Now Dest across. De Jong's efforts. 1-1, 25 minutes, and there's the goal we needed. Frenkie de Jong with a powerful finish. We were behind for a matter of a few minutes. Initially, I wondered whether or not de Jong was actually going to shoot, because we've seen so many times when we get in these positions, our teammates decide to pass rather than finish, and de Jong certainly has the capability to do that. And it's all square here. Well, oh, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. How do I commentate this? How do I commentate this? It's just a cluster of errors. Look at Velasco. He's like, oh, man. He even gets the touch. I have no words. I have no words. Chiesa, ball forward for Vlahovic. He's done well, and Schlotterbeck concedes the corner. But again, we're having to find our way back into this game after a ridiculous mistake. Hermoso's header over the bar. And honestly, we shouldn't be 2-1 down, but that is how we find ourselves, the makers of our own problems. I've used that line before, and it describes Juventus perfectly. More possession on the day, doesn't matter. Here come Inter again. Matheus Cunha skips away from Jurrien Timber into the area. The shot coming through. Hermoso blocks. Cunha gets to the ball first, though. Advantage played by the referee. It was for a handball from Hermoso. And this is a perfect position for Dani Olmo. And we'll see. They go for the short one, actually. It's incredibly bizarre what they've just tried to play. Aaron Hickey's ball forwards. And I cannot believe I'm saying this, but we are in to equalise the score at 2-2. I said I had no words to commentate what happened for their second goal. I don't know what that free kick was either. So, 2-2 here. Fair enough. Timber, forward to Vlahovic. Now to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez finds De Jong. Now Zacharia's ball forward will find me. Zaniolo over on the left-hand side. He has got the overlap of João Mario. João Mario across! There's the goal for Juve! And I don't quite know how we finished it, but we finished it. You're seeing my celebration. I don't know what to do. It's Juve 3 Inter 2. And if it stays like this, we'll go 2 behind Milan with 5 games to go. Maybe the title race isn't done yet. I still don't know how they've allowed us back in this, but we had to get the result here. And at this moment, with 10 minutes to play, we are getting this result here. Wonderful by João Mario to play it back towards me. Finding the finish when it mattered. Zaniolo taking it forward for Juventus. Zaniolo inside to Fernandez. Fernandez, can he spot my run? He has done. We are into the box. Squaring it across for Vlahovic. Game, set, match. Juve 4 Inter 2. And the title race is yet to be decided. We need a slip up from Milan again. And we have to be near perfect from here on out. But potentially there's still a chance we win our second Serie A title. Oh, breathe a sigh of relief, because I was not sure that this game was going to go our way. An episode which we almost feel a bit disappointed by, in which we've actually won 2 of the games. We beat Chelsea on the night at Stamford Bridge. We beat Inter here, but the defeat to Milan, that slender 1-0 defeat, mixed in with the fact that we gave Chelsea the way through to the semi-finals of the Champions League, does mean that it feels like not a good episode, in fact, when in actual fact, we've won 2 of the 3. But that's football sometimes, you know. There is a lot more you have to consider, especially at this late stage in the season, other teams around you and whatnot. And Vlahovic, I think that was his 26th of the season, has given us a 4-2 win here. That means we move 2 points behind Milan, 5 games to go. Roma held to a 1-1 draw as well against Atalanta. Means we take back second. So that's a good result for us. And my friends, let's look at how the table is as we end the episode then. Standings. Well, that's, in fact, the Coppa Italia. In fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and sim the second leg of this one because there's no way we don't get through in this, surely. So we'll sim this, and that should be us through to the final, which 3-1. I got a goal. I got 2, in fact. So there you go. 7-1 on aggregate, and we are through to the final as we get play of the match as well. But we can take a look. We are facing Milan. They won 2-0 on aggregate against Napoli, or has that game actually not been played yet? Let's find out. Well, we've simmed the days forwards, and this might have told us what's happened. So, table, let's find out. There it is! As we expected, 5 games to go, 2 points. Look at this, by the way. 71 on Milan, 69 on us, 68 on Roma, and Inter on 67, but have played an extra game. What's the run-in like? What is the run-in like? Milan will face up against Roma. What a game that is! Oh, if Roma win that, you know, and we win, that would put us on to 72, and it would put Milan and Roma on 71. Wow, we've got Fiorentina next. Then Milan have Fiorentina themselves. Roma play Inter. We've got Bologna into May. Milan have Udinese. We've got Monza. Roma play Bologna. Milan play Monza. We play Hellas Verona, who of course did take points off of Milan, so do keep that in mind. Roma will face Sassuolo, and then final day, Udinese is our opponents. Milan away to Cagliari, and Roma away to Fiorentina. So that's the run-in for the teams fighting for the title. This has potential to go all the way down to the final game of the season, and the final will in fact be Milan against us. So that's the end of today's episode, my friends. A massive thank you for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a like. 500 would be awesome, as I said earlier. Thank you as well for your continued support and your patience whilst I had my university work going on and also stuff going on outside of YouTube. I have got a really busy period coming up as well for 8 weeks where I've got some stuff to do with university, but I am going to try and make sure there is 3 videos out per week minimum. In doing that, I'm going to try and record them ahead of time, so if I don't do something you say in terms of the comments, like change your boots or hairstyle or anything like that, it's because I've already recorded the episode ahead of time. So yeah, please do bear that in mind. But for now, have an awesome day, have a fantastic evening as well, stay safe, look after each other, and I will see you all back here with a brand new episode very, very soon. Until then, adios!